How you would market for your business and promoting immigration evaluations, this new skill that you're learning how to do through your guide to immigration evaluations or my Facebook group. But how you would market this is very similar to some of the services that you would already be doing in your private practice or in your business or side hustle, whatever you've got going on. Whether it's traditional talk therapy, if you're a mental health, a psychotherapist, whether it is assessments that you are doing, you include this new skill. And then you kind of just market your business by going, knocking on doors, sending out emails, sending out letters. But today, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about how people are making tangible items to put in people's hands, their potential new clients or their customers, their lead generators. I'm going to talk to you about how companies are having tangible items to put in your hand. So when you walk away from the discussion, you are remembered when you leave the room. Days, weeks later, they're using your products, they're using your items. And so I'm not going to be bringing out any of mine because I talk about me and minor to major and what I've got going on in YG. And so I want to use another company's items that are in the same profession as you and I, and they're killing the game. So we're going to learn through other people who are seeing success doing it. That's how we learn from each other. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Marketing 101 for immigration evaluations. I talk a little bit more in depth in this in the course, Your Guide to Immigration Evaluations, but it's important for me to inform you all of how important it is for you to market, how it's an investment, financial and time investment. Whenever you want to add on a new service that let's say that I want to do equine therapy. So I incorporate horses, animals, equine. I'm incorporating horses into my treatment regimen. So now I'm offering equine therapy at a remote location in the community. And so what that would look like is me creating pamphlets, flyers, putting it on my website, and then shooting it out to all the different sources that I already have business with and possibly new ones, maybe to school districts, schools, churches, equine therapy, and I'm promoting it. Same thing with immigration evaluations. So you're providing a service that you haven't been offering in the past. It's new. You're going to put it on your website. You're going to put it on your marketing materials, and you're going to send it out into the world so they know, hey, you do these immigration evaluations. You're competent. You're competent in what you're doing, and you're confident. So that's basically what you're going to see today. I had run across a well-known, I'm just going to say a well-known social service provider who does immigration evaluations. In fact, this is the mass majority of their practice is doing immigration evaluation. So there's a lot of marketing that goes into this. One of the things that I'm not too sure about, and I haven't really cared enough to inquire about, is how they are promoting their business, their services across all 50 states. Now, of course, you've got businesses like BetterHelp and some of those other online mental health service providers where they're in all 50 states or all over the world, I should say. And, you know, they're able to hire clinicians everywhere. But I don't know how this agency in Houston, Texas is able to say that they can do immigration evaluations in Indiana, Oklahoma, California, but they are. I don't know how, but they are. That's their business. But how they came across my radar was they were in a conference. They were in a well-known immigration conference. It happens once a year, every year during the summertime, and they had a booth. So they purchased a booth. That right there alone was an investment. Then they brought their marketing material. This is the key. This is the important part. My kids actually went to this event. My kiddos actually went to this event and they picked up some of the items that they had. If you can see the business information, you can see it. I'm not going to promote it. I just want to show you what they had. So this is a mouse pad. Now, it's fairly cheap from the outside. I haven't opened it, but you can tell it's thin. You can tell it's thin, but nevertheless, it's a mouse pad, okay? It's a mouse pad, y'all. And again, I'm not going to say everybody can use a mouse pad, but for us in this line of work that we do, we use things like this. We put stuff like this to use. So having items like this really helps not only the person who we want to gain more leads from. In our case, it's lawyers. It is paralegals. It is office assistants, administrative assistants. So this is the type of stuff that will go on people's desks. And whenever they say, oh, what was the name of that company that was at that webinar or that workshop or that conference? Oh, we have the mouse pads right here. Okay? This is great marketing. This is a great example of marketing. Because when you're out of sight, you're out of mind. That's a real concept. I don't know if it's scientific, but it's a real concept. If you're not there, if you're not present, if you don't have anything to show, you're out of mind. We forgot about you. So that's a mouse pad. They also had these here. It's a notepad, okay? So they've got their company name here. Again, I don't want to just promote their company, but they've got their company right here on the front of this notepad. And they've got an ink pen. Everybody can use an ink pen. Most of us who work in this line of work, social service industry, we're huge on our ink pens. So, you know, they've got a fairly decent pen that's in there. It's not super cheap. Okay? They put some time. They invested. This is money. This is money that they invested in this. They spent thousands of dollars, I'm sure. They spent thousands of dollars passing out this material for free at a conference. Now, I'm not telling you to learn how to do immigration evaluations. After you learn how to do immigration evaluations, spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars on marketing material like this and just pass it out for free to randos. No, that's not what I'm asking you to do. But what I'm showing you is, you've seen some of my flyers, my pamphlets, my trifolds. If you watch some of my content in the past, like I have marketing material for minor to major LLC. Then I've got marketing material for for YG and for immigration evaluations for potential new clients. So when I go into the community, I pass out things like this to attorneys, lawyers. You've got to start training your mind to be more active, proactive when it comes to growing. This is a business. At the end of the day, we are entrepreneurs. These are the type of investments in time and money that we have to make to grow, to expand, to maintain the lifestyles that we want. And so if you want to invest in yourself, sometimes every time it's going to be a sacrifice. It's going to be a sacrifice in your money. You're going to have to part ways with your money. And you may not have to do it all at one time. You may buy a little $100 in mouse pads. And you may get 25 mouse pads. Okay? Next paycheck, you invest another $100. Now you've got 50 mouse pads. Okay, you've got enough mouse pad. Let's go get some ink pens. Well, I've got to do a minimum of $200 in ink pens, and that only gives me 50 ink pens, the ones that I want that are not super cheap. There's so many different ways in which you can market and invest in your marketing materials, but we have to learn how to grow our companies if we want to be successful. My name is Jeremiah Rankins. I'm a licensed professional counselor in the state of Texas. I have my own private practice. I've done everything that I've talked to you about In Your Guide to Immigration Evaluations, I teach people how to not only learn this new skill of doing immigration evaluations and serving the global community, but I help people grow their business, turning their private practice and from a side hustle to the main hustle to the bread and butter. If you're interested in working with me, feel free to tap into my Facebook group, Your Guide to Immigration Evaluations. If you want to take it a step further and learn how to do these immigration evaluations, I'm here for you. 24/7, I'm here for you. So feel free to reach out to me. Link is in the comments and in the description of this video. I hope you got something from this.